What's good, folks? This is a quick guide to Gigantamax Inteleon, and you definitely want this as it is going to be the strongest Gigantamax water type Pokemon. Hopefully everyone has acquired the big gorilla, although he's more like this gorilla. Gigantamax Rillaboom, as that is going to really help with this one. Running Saturday, June 14th, 6 AM through Sunday, June 15th, 9 PM. Gigantamax Inteleon is going to be available. The shiny isn't. The hundo is going to be 1693 CP. Recommended players 20 to 40. Potentially you can do it with less, especially if you've got mushrooms. But if you're a beginner, then 20 to 40 is a safe bet. Typically you're going to be in teams of 4, and during the Gigantamax or Dynamax phase, hopefully 2 people are going to be focused on attacking, 1 defending, 1 healing. Obviously play it by ear. Hopefully everyone has level 40 Pokemon, but the most important thing is going to be those level 3 max moves, so make sure you upgrade those before the fight. Inteleon, being a water type, is going to be weak to electric and grass type. Fast moves, it's going to bring Pound or Water Gun. Charge moves, it's going to have access to Water Pulse, Surf and Shadow Ball. It's going to have 1 single target move, where it's going to target a single Pokemon and you can dodge it. And it's going to have 1 AoE move, which targets everyone and cannot be dodged. Surf has a low cooldown, so you might get slapped by that quite a bit. But depending on what you're bringing in terms of defenders, you should be okay. Shadow Ball might be one to watch out for as well. But once again, depending on what you bring as a defender, you should be okay. And we're going to discuss that in a second. However, if you are struggling, sometimes what you can do is come back out, re-lobby, and then those single target and AoE moves might get mixed up a bit, and you might find it easier to take down. But let's talk attackers. Typically these are Pokemon which you're going to swap into during the Gigantamax or Dynamax phase and dish out those level 3 max moves. But sometimes you might have them in as well, building the meter with their fast attacks. Notice none of them have a charge move, and that is because you just want to build meter tapping away with your fast move. Gigantamax Rillaboom is going to be the #1 choice with the fast attack Scratch, and with the Gigantamax Pokemon, their level 3 max move is always going to be locked in. For example, here it's going to be Gmax Drum Solo. With the Dynamax Pokemon, the fast move will dictate the type of level 3 max move. For example, with Zapdos, if you give it Charge Beam or Thunder Shock, it'll have Max Lightning. If you haven't been able to prepare a Gigantamax Rillaboom for this fight though, Gigantamax Toxtricity is still going to be very good. And obviously you've got other options there. Gigantamax Venusaur, Dynamax Zapdos, Dynamax Raikou. Moving on to defenders, Inteleon throwing out those water type and ghost type moves. You're going to have a number of different options. Blissey is going to be amazing because it's going to resist all those ghost type moves, and it's just going to be a solid tank with a massive health pool. If you haven't invested in a Blissey and you're serious about these battles, you definitely need to. It's very future proof and useful for literally every single battle. Gigantamax Snorlax is going to be similar to that and useful as well, and also obviously going to resist those ghost type moves. Lapras, Gigantamax Blastoise and Gigantamax Venusaur are all going to resist those water type moves, so those are going to be decent defenders as well. But if you don't have access to any of those, if you have a Dynamax Greedent or Dynamax Double, might be useful bringing one of those along as a defender, as both of those are also going to resist those ghost type Shadow Balls. Healers, they're typically Dynamax or Gigantamax Pokemon with a massive health pool. Blissey and Snorlax and Lapras are all going to be amazing options. All 3 of them have access to a large health pool, and once again, if you haven't invested in a Blissey, just do it, you won't regret it. Blissey is the best. So what are some good team comps? Maybe you can't really talk to your teammates and you're remoting in. What's something that you can bring along which is going to be decent overall? You can't go wrong with bringing a defender along. For example, Gigantamax Blastoise there, tanking those water type moves. And then another thing that doubles up as a defender or a healer, for example the Blissey, going to be very good against those Shadow Balls. And then for the Gigantamax or Dynamax phase, an attacker such as Gigantamax Rillaboom or Gigantamax Toxtricity, dishing out those level 3 max moves is going to be solid. When you see the orbs, remember to swipe into these, as these are going to help charge the max meter faster. When you see the 3 yellow lines, swipe left or right. This is to dodge attacks. If you see the 3 red lines, unfortunately this is too late though, and you are going to get hit. That is going to be about it from me though, folks. Good luck to everyone. Once again, the hundo, 1693, so hopefully some of us get one. This is going to be the strongest Gigantamax water type, so you definitely don't want to skip on this one. Please leak slap the like button, as it is massively appreciated. Everyone take care. Catch you all in the next one.